Ready ji. Pitman exercises at 80 speed start. There may be more to tell you, comma, and the news items may be equal to anything you have read. Stop. Every day brings before me circumstances unknown to me before, comma, and every circumstance is singular in itself. Stop. It is very difficult for me to be surprised at anything now. Stop. I am surprised at nothing at all, comma, nor do I think there is anything to surprise me, comma, because my life during the past few years has brought me so many surprises from all quarters. Stop. I have been delivered from troubles when deliverance would appear to have been impossible, comma, and when an improvement of circumstances looked too difficult to be possible. Stop. You will see the significance of this when you know something of what I have been through, comma, though the tale can be no more than a mere generalization or general review. Stop. Still, comma, it will be as near the facts as possible in the circumstances. Stop. I will tell you and Mr. Oliver more when I see you, comma, and it will be an advantage and an immense satisfaction to me to tell you both. Stop. You will then be at liberty to ask for any number of deaths, comma, and comma, as far as I am able to remember them, comma, I will give them to you. Stop. I can see myself in your easy chair in the larger of your 2 rooms at home, comma, with my journal on my knee and the cheerful listeners facing me while I talk of the days of my subjection and of the dreary subject examinations I gave myself in justification of my actions. Stop. In my opinion, comma, you will say the tale is significant, comma, and comma, in signification of the happenings in the northern and southern climes, comma, far beyond anything you know. Stop. I must leave the balance of the tale, comma, however, comma, till I can go over it with you. Stop. I have some information, comma, largely personal to you, comma, which I must tell you at all cost before long. Stop. I trust the information will give you as much pleasure as I think it will. Stop. Anyway, it will enable you to set a right valuation upon the rest of my story. Stop. Please remember me to the children at home and to the older and larger children also. Stop. I shall be home again within 6 months. Stop. I shall hope to see the principal members of the local literary club within a few days of my return. Stop. Ever yours, comma, Arthur Clyde. Stop. Para. Truth has been divided into three kinds, colon, truth about things, semicolon, truth of thought about things, semicolon, and truth in the accurate expression of thought about things, stop. According to ancient authorities, comma, truth could be said to be a correspondence between thought and thing, stop. It seems perfectly easy for anyone to think accurately about a thing with which he is quite well acquainted, stop. But the case is not quite so simple as that, comma, and there is, comma, without doubt, comma, a great deal to be said before it can be called simple, stop. Suppose an unfortunate accident occurred in a London street, comma, and that six people witnessed the accident, comma, and were asked to relate exactly what had happened, stop. It is quite certain that we should receive different accounts from each of them, stop. The result would not be a correspondence between thought and the thing thought about, semicolon, and so the statements would not be true, stop. It is to be regretted that limited space prevents a more extended argument, comma, though we could extend it if we cared to do so, stop. Para. It has been maintained that certainty does not admit of degrees of any kind, semicolon, that there can be no shade of difference in the intensity of our certainty, stop. But let us see, stop. A man may be certain that he settled his debt with his tailor on the 10th of October, comma, and in cash, comma, or that he paid his local rates on demand, stop. But is this certainty equaled by the certainty with which he knows that 3 and 4 make 7, comma, or that heat will melt butter? Interrogation. Is there not a great difference? Interrogation. Para. If the little stones which you have rolled from under your feet were able to speak, comma, they would relate to you a great story, comma, the story of this old world of ours as it was thousands of years ago. Stop. They cannot, comma, however, comma, and the story will not be told by them, stop. But let us suppose that one particular pebble could could talk, comma, and that it seized the opportunity to do so, stop. It would tell you, comma, and the other gentlemen of your party, comma, of changes in climatic, comma, great mad upheavals, comma, when the mighty ocean turned to dry land, comma, and the highest hills and the hard rocky mountains tottered and fell towards the sea and became, comma, indeed, comma, the sea bottom, stop. If we listened, comma, as a child might listen, comma, to the story told by the pebble. Stop.